What's going on, y'all? I'm here to review Married to Medicine, child. I ain't playing tonight. I'm staying on up and I'm gonna do this video. I'm off tomorrow. I'm probably gonna wash my hair tonight too, child. I've been walking around with my hair wrapped like old school wrap with the little thing around it with the Velcro. And I had a stocking cap on top of it, child. Some of my clients started asking me like, girl, did you cut your hair off? Because you couldn't see it because it was wrapped up under the stocking cap, child. I didn't, but I ain't feel like being bothered with my hair. Okay, so I finally come to them. I'm gonna watch it when I get done with this video. Anyway, y'all, so we here to talk about Married to Medicine season 12. Is this episode 4? I think it's episode 4. Okay, so the episode starts back up at Brandy's party. Dr. Simone, child, she's still complaining about Cecil. And she said she want to be free and she want to live in a high-rise condo downtown. Dr. Jackie and Quad is over there shaking their head like, no, girl, don't say that, stop saying that. But I genuinely think that's how the lady feel. They probably feel like it's coming from a place of, oh, you just a little frustrated right now, like you shouldn't say that because, you know, Cecil is probably gonna see this. But I don't know, that lady really might be ready to end her marriage and get out. I think she's tired. So then Dr. Heavenly like goes to Dr. Simone and kind of like is vulnerable with her and tells her about the situation with her son and how she went off on him and he left the house and all that. Okay, that was the end of that. So we go to Toya and Dr. Eugene going out for a walk or whatever they, you know, little date, seemed like, you know, little outing together. She complained about him working all the time, of course. And then they talked about the office space that Dr. Contessa got going on over there. And Toya said, no, we're not using it. Contessa's trying to give us the room by the bathroom. It ain't got no windows. Toya said no to Dr. Contessa's offer. So I guess they're going to find somewhere else for Dr. Eugene to do his business. So then we get Quad and King going to their doctor's appointment with Dr. Jackie. Okay, they did like an ultrasound thing, checking, I guess, her reproductive organs, you know, make sure everything looked fine, you know, or whatnot, child. King seemed very knowledgeable on what's going on. King know more than me, and I'm a woman. King was over there talking about cervix sizes and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, King know what he talking about. Yeah, I don't know, I still think he a little awkward, kind of like on TV. Like, I saw he was joking with her again right there. He said something about making sure the walls is there or something. And Quad was like, I got walls. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. So I don't know, that could be the way they, you know, interact with each other in their relationship. We'll just have to see as it go on. But I don't know, like, it seemed a little orange flaggy. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, y'all could joke with each other and they just making it seem like he joked with her, like he's making her the butt of the joke all the time, but she could be doing jokes at him too. But yeah, the little walls joke, that was funny. I ain't gonna hold you. So hopefully we get to see more of their dynamic, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to count King out. He could be a good guy, you know, we don't know. But we still getting to know that man. We don't know yet. We'll see what the TV show us, and we'll see how he treat our girl Quad. But yeah, so then we get to Dr. Mimi and Steve. They out and about in the car with their kids, and they let us know that their son has autism, and we got to see some of their family life. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a little late. I'm tired. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to yawn in the video. Okay. So yeah, Dr. Mimi telling Steve about a camp she found that can accommodate their son, you know, because he's autistic and stuff like that. And while they were having their conversation, something transpired in the back seat. All I know is Stevie just, baby, he hit Savannah pretty hard. Like, I don't know what they was talking about back there, or he just did it out of nowhere. But baby, and Savannah started crying. He did hit her hard, and it kind of caught off guard. Bless her heart. But baby, Savannah didn't go down without a fight. Savannah started swinging back. I don't know if y'all caught that, but we definitely saw Stevie hit Savannah. But when they showed a different angle before Mimi and Steve could get out the car and get back there, baby, Savannah had swung back on him like 2 times. Savannah said, I'm gonna get my hit back. I might be crying, it might have hurt, but I'm gonna hit back. They ain't gonna have to worry about Savannah at school, baby. If somebody mess with Savannah, she's definitely gonna fight them back. She gonna defend herself. But yeah, they switched the seating up, you know, obviously, and Dr. Mimi got in the back with their son. And they seem like such good and caring parents. Like, you can tell they're on the same page when it comes to their kids, and they parent their kids with love. Like, yeah, just their love, their concern for their kids. Like, it was a good dynamic to see, you know, seeing them be like a united front and, you know, prioritizing their child, their kids, both of them. Yeah, so I would say that's probably my first time up close seeing someone like parent a child with autism, and I think they got it down pat. I don't know, you know, what the perfect parent to a kid with autism look like, but yeah, you can definitely tell they love their kids, and you know, they doing everything they can to be good parents and, you know, make sure their kid is good, both of them. So Toya throws a party at her new house, and she called it a skip work day party. But before the party, Toya got in the group text being messy, child, and this is where things got interesting to me. So somebody left their purse at the last gathering. I think they left it at Brandy's birthday dinner, and so Toya took a picture of it and sent it and said, whose fake ASS purse is this? And Dr. Heavenly responded and said she told Toya that it was her purse, but her house is paid off. I'm sorry, like, I know some of y'all don't like Dr. Heavenly, but that lady is funny, but also telling the truth. She said, I don't care about no real purse or paying all that money for no purse, but I got this title and this deed though to my house. Okay. And Toya responded and said it should be paid off. It was built in 2002. What was it? I think, yeah, Toya said it. Oh, what's that, Eugene? He said it. I don't know, somebody, they was doing shade about how old Dr. Heaven's house is. I mean, yeah, if somebody bought a house in 2002, it probably should be paid for, or baby, if they had a 30-year loan, yeah, they ain't got long. They don't have long at all. If it ain't paid for already, they ain't got long at all. But yeah, Toya, this is my thing with Toya though. Toya, first of all, you started this whole thing. You started doing shade first with the fake purse thing, and I feel like you knew who purse that was when you sent it in the text message. So you can't be mad, baby. Why would you start with Dr. Heaven? And you know that lady is gonna read you and your finances every time. Like, come on, Toya. Like, do it anyway. But I'm gonna just say this: everybody chooses to live their life different ways. But just for me, in the way that I was raised, the way that, you know, I would move in life, or I do move in life, in my opinion, having a paid off house will always be a flex. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, you know what I'm saying, whatever Toya talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, Toya be walking right into the reeds, because it's like, you started it, sis. You started it, Toya. And Toya been kind of on my good side like the last 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? But Toya, every now and then, she peek her little head out and show me why I always thought she was kind of annoying. I mean, they all got their annoying ways, but Toya is like, she could be real good sometimes, then sometimes it's like, Toya, girl. Like, girl. Yeah, all you had to do was say who purse it is. You didn't have to be shady and talk about it was fake and all that stuff. So of course Dr. Heaven's gonna talk about your finance. You're like coming at her like saying, oh, you wear fake purses. But I feel like not really Dr. Heavenly thing. I feel like she wear certain stuff for the show, you know what I'm saying? But Dr. Heavenly just gives somebody that's about her finances and making sure her money and her priorities and probably like having a family legacy and stuff is important to her. So I feel like that's what her priority is. I feel like Dr. Heavenly don't care about no purses for real, but I think that lady got money. Her and her husband, I think they got money. I think if she probably wanted to buy a designer purse, she probably would, but Dr. Heavenly just gives, she probably invested it. Instead of buying a designer purse, she might have bought the knockoff one for $40, and the money that she could have used buying a real one, she probably invested it somewhere. So I don't know. But Toya, I don't know. Toya just kind of irritates me every time when she try to read people about designer stuff, like how she said somebody, wasn't it Dr. Jackie? I feel like she was talking to Dr. Jackie and somebody else, but like the little stuff she said about, oh, somebody, them being underdressed. Dr. Jackie at Brandy's party looked very classy, very put together, how she always looked. Toya, you was in there with a mini skirt and a logo shirt with a designer on it, and you feel like you was dressed better than Dr. Jackie. I mean, I liked both y'all outfits, but I wouldn't put yours above hers just because we could see the logo on the front of your shirt. Yeah. I feel like both y'all outfits fit like y'all personality. Like Dr. Jackie's just, you know, a classy, you know, older lady. But yeah, Toya, baby, just please leave people in their fake bags alone, baby. But I want, well, baby, Toya do what she want. She live her life how she want to live, but couldn't nobody make me feel bad about no fake purse when they haven't even lived in a house long enough to get equity in it because they move so much. Like, girl, Toya don't know what a deed and a title to a house is, child. Yeah, Toya would be done piss me off, I ain't even gonna lie. Especially when I ain't bothering you, just start me. So the reads continue to go back and forth, and then Dr. Heavenly responds to the text thread again, saying something about she between patients and some shady about her man being big and Toya over there with Eugene and his small stuff. Baby, they is not gonna let Toya live that down, baby. Toya, you gotta just learn to be quiet, sister. And it ain't even about being quiet. Like, I'm not saying you should just sit back and take when you feel like somebody's coming at you, but a lot of times Toya be starting the stuff and then she can't take it when they come back at her. But Toya, if you gonna come at them, finances is not the road that you need to take, because you just not the person that could speak on nobody's finances, because it don't seem like you and Dr. Eugene are making smart financial decisions, especially due to the amount of money y'all make. Like, it's people that ain't even seen the amount of money y'all make, and they have deeds and titles to houses and land because they make smarter financial decisions. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we get the Toya party. Toya's house is beautiful. It is. It really is. I like Toya's house. So she's doing her party. She invited everybody over. Which call it? So yeah, we're gonna enjoy the view of Toya's house because we know they ain't gonna be there long, but we're gonna enjoy looking at it. What Jocelyn said is some she said, what she said, keep living it up, not paying your taxes. Yeah, why was Jocelyn on the show? That little scene with Toya, child, Jocelyn had Toya crying about her finances. Baby, that's a mess. Everybody know about Toya and her finances. That's crazy. But everybody don't care about, I guess, having stability in their life. I don't know. I do, but everybody don't. I really think Dr. Eugene and Toya should invest in some real estate. I understand they be buying these houses, but they sell them probably before they are able to get any equity. Like, I feel like they should just purchase some properties just to have like a real estate portfolio. Like, because it doesn't seem like they have anything to pass down to their kids, and that's kind of sad, in my opinion. You know, like I said, everybody live their life different. Everybody got different goals and things, but I feel like with the amount of money a doctor and a reality TV show person that making millions plus a year, like, y'all should be owning multiple properties and having stuff to pass down to y'all kids, in my opinion. But you know, like I said, that's how I would live my life. But I ain't Toya and Toya ain't me. You know what I'm saying? So Toya, of course, in true Toya fashion, she got some naked people walking around at the party. Y'all know Toya love to throw a naked party. Toya gonna have some naked, y'all remember she had them naked men in it? Oh Lord, child. So she gave a tour of the house, and of course the lady so shade when the contestant said, "Oh, I hope the next owner of the house enjoys the tree," and you know what I'm saying, I hope that's something that they will enjoy, the tree in their closet. Like, okay, Toya. So Toya tried to get everybody together to play this game and said it was gonna be girls against guys, and she wanted Eugene to get the guys together. Toya started getting a little sassy with Eugene in front of everybody. I guess because she felt like he wasn't moving fast enough because she was ready to get the game started. She continues yelling at him in front of everybody, basically because he wasn't moving fast enough. And then I think Dr. Eugene became like defensive and got an attitude with her because I don't think he liked the way she was trying to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was necessarily that he didn't want to do what she was telling, but it was just her delivery was off. And instead of de-escalating the situation, he became like stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, oh, like I ain't gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying? Especially since you talking to me like that. So Toya then tries to go at the man's masculinity because I guess yelling at him wasn't working. So she started saying stuff like, you need to be the man of your house and get them guys to move over there, like be a leader. And Dr. Heavenly is crazy. Toya said somebody, oh, I'm trying to tell him, but he ain't listening. Dr. Heavenly said, just say daddy. Just say daddy. Baby, I was hollering, girl. What? Oh, Lord. Okay, so Toya, you know, just started yelling at him, you know, whatever. She got mad. And she left. She stormed off, went into the house, and basically Toya ended up getting mad at everybody because her husband showed out in front of their company. Like, and she turned it on the company and made them the problem. They didn't make y'all argue, baby. Y'all got arguing on y'all own. They wasn't even there was an argument between you and Eugene. They was just sitting there watching the show. I mean, they had their little commentary, but that didn't, from what we saw on the TV, it didn't look like they was egging on no argument or like adding nothing to nothing. Y'all was arguing on y'all own. They didn't have to do nothing. Toya, you can't talk to Dr. Eugene crazy and then try to strong arm him into doing what you want to do. Like, Dr. Eugene seems like a pretty reasonable person, and I think if you would just said it in a calm way, I think he would have just did it. Like, I don't think, or you know what I'm saying, whatever he had going on, like, he was going to eventually do what you wanted him to do. But I also feel like you could have pulled him to the side, like, instead of showing out in front of everybody, like, you could have said, hey, you know, come in. And he wasn't doing that fast enough, but maybe you could have got him to come inside the house or step over to the side and tell him, like, look, I feel like you not listening to me, and I don't know if you doing it on purpose, you know, or you know, whatever. So Dr. Eugene definitely played his role in it too. Like, it was Toya started it, but Dr. Eugene didn't try to de-escalate it. So, you know, and he was being, you know, stubborn and like not want to, you know, bend to her will, you know, whatever. So she went in the house, she started venting to contestant Anila. Then Dr. Eugene come in and try to talk to her. She go off on him again, saying she told him to lead the men, and he's offended that she said that because it's obviously that he don't feel like a man. I said, oh God, Toya. Toya. Whew. Child. Dr. Eugene take accountability for how he was acting. I do think he intentionally was not listening to Toya because of the way she was talking to him. Toya said that she want Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Mimi up out of her house, and Brandy, because they were egging on the argument, and she, Toya, girl, like I said, you and Dr. Eugene was doing all that arguing by yourself. Why is them three You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's your house, and I agree with Dr. Damon. Dr. Damon said that if somebody get mad at you at their house, then you leave. And I agree with him on that. Like, baby, I'm not finna argue with you in your house, but this is your house. I'm finna go. You ain't even gotta put me out. I'm finna go. I'm leaving. She wouldn't have to tell me to go. I would have, yeah, as soon as it started getting a little heated back and forth at somebody else's house, yeah, I'm gonna just go, and we can maybe talk about this and resolve this another time. But yeah, I'm not finna argue with you in your house, because I feel like then you got to level up on me because it's your house. And yeah, you ain't finna tell me, oh, you gonna put me out. Baby, I got a house to go home to. I have a house to go home to, so you ain't gotta put me out. I'm going home anyway. I like it better at my house anyway. Yeah, she started arguing with her husband, and then she put it all on her friends, and then she went backstairs and went outside and started going off on the people. Yeah, Toya, girl. Yeah, it seemed like her and Dr. Eugene already might have been having some issues that day, and they kind of just walked in on like they marital issues. Toya, baby, you should have just canceled the party or something, because now you just done embarrass yourself in front of everybody you met. So Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Mimi leave. Brandy, I'm gonna need you to stand up. Brandy go over there apologizing to Toya and stuff like that. Brandy, I don't feel like you owe Toya no apology. You should have stood on business. You should have left with Dr. Mimi and Dr. Heavenly and talk to Toya about this at a later time, because girl, you're not finna guilt me into apologizing because you and your man showed y'all behind in front of y'all company. No. We might have a conversation. Maybe I shouldn't have said some things, but ultimately this is your fault, and Toya, you gonna have to take accountability for that. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have showed my ass in front of the company over here. So yeah, like, that was my fault. Yeah, Toya, girl. And then Toya, I feel like Toya don't know how to argue with the people. Like, she try to argue with money, and it's like, Toya, and not saying that you ain't got no money, but you can't really argue with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly when it comes to finances and money. They got houses, they got businesses, they're accomplished doctors. I feel like, Toya, I'm up here trying to help you, Toya, and you be getting on my nerves sometimes, but Toya, if you gonna read them, you should read them from a different angle, not finances, because baby, you not gonna beat them in that category. Like, you can talk about their fake bags, they lack of fashion, whatever like that, but them ladies, I really don't think care, because they have money, houses, and assets. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about you talking about they shirt, you know what I'm saying, not looking right, or not having a label on it, or not being real. Toya, what you should have did, Toya, years ago, when you and Dr. Heaven used to get into it, and Dr. Heaven, she used to love that your mama stuff, baby, you should have just ate her up and said, girl, me and my mom have a great relationship. My mom, you know what I'm saying, my family loves me. Like, you should have just went at it at that angle, like, I'm loved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm loved. I may not be as wealthy or financially as literate as you, but at least I'm loved. at least my family love me, my parents, my family, you know, they all love me. At least my son ain't run away from the house after we got into it, and I ain't spoke to him in a year. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen in my household. We have a household of love. And as far as Dr. Jackie, girl, all you had to tell Dr. Jackie was, girl, my husband don't cheat on me. My husband don't be walking around the airport with his arm around women's waist. That's all you had to do. That's how you clear them, Toy. That you can't come at them with finance, because baby, your finances ain't together. And I like Toy sometimes, but your finances ain't together. That's not the Rika that you should ever try with any of the girls in the group, because I think they all got their finances in better order than you do. Yeah, so you just have to tell them, I'm not rich financially, but I'm rich in love. Anyway, y'all, that's the end of the video. And yeah, y'all comment below and let me know what y'all thinking.